Hey guys, I've just relaunched my second channel where I posted the Die Rise Remastered billboard. Go subscribe and watch if you love me. Okay, roll the video. So what's going on guys? My name is MrDalekJD and things have gotten spooky in the world of Warzone. The new Halloween event has added zombies, night mode, and so much more. As with it brings brand new Easter eggs, and boy do we have a lot to go through. We're going to be breaking down and explaining every new Easter egg in this update for you. So make sure you watch this video through to the end so you don't miss out on anything. And with this update comes some incredible new skins in the store. You can play as Billy the Puppet from Jigsaw and Leatherface from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which plays a lot into some of the Easter eggs I'm about to show you. Now, if you are considering picking these skins up, you have the option to support a creator in the store. So if you enjoy this video, consider popping code Dalek in all caps in there when picking anything up, as it really helps me out. And you can get a shout out just like these awesome people on screen here. But let's jump into the Easter eggs. And it's fair to say that these are really creepy. So we're starting things off with the prison inside of Warzone. And around the prison on the various levels, you can find ghosts wandering around. Now, if you get too close to them or aim at them, they will disappear, but you can find them all around the prison, from high towers around the top all the way to the prison cells that swirl around the inside of the prison. And what is really creepy is that some of these jail cells can also contain severed body parts, with nothing else remaining besides blood-stained mattresses and pumpkins. You can also hear the faint laughter of a little girl surrounding the prison in various areas. And to make things even creepier, on the top level of the prison cells, which you can't open, you can see ghosts sat in the cells. Furthermore, if you go through the tunnel towards the back of the prison, you actually see skeletal zombie hands reaching out of the ground to try and grab your feet. This all happens at random and it's really spooky. And the most subtle yet interesting Easter egg is the sky above the prison, which to me almost looks a bit like energy from souls flying around the prison. And the backstory to this is a recreation of a scene from Ghostbusters on the ghosts escaping. Almost all of the visual effects artists at Infinity Ward worked on this update, and many of them are big horror fans, so they recreated some of their favorite stuff from their favorite horror movies. We even got some bats flying around for good measure. Now, this next Easter egg is easily my favorite of the pack, and this is a secret room in the downtown subway station. As you make your way down the staircase, you see sprayed on the walls, "Hello, I want to play a game." And making your way into the room on the platform, you can see a room dedicated to the original Saw movie. All that surrounds you is the laughter from Billy the Puppet, with "Hello, I want to play a game" spray painted onto the walls. There is a spray paint of Billy the Puppet on there riding a tricycle with the words "The choice is yours." Furthermore, the ghost of Billy the Puppet can be found in this room and on the train tracks riding that signature bicycle. But the attention to detail does not stop there, as you can find a severed foot on a table in this room. Now, this is a direct reference to the first Saw movie, where one of the main characters, Lawrence Gordon, was chained to a pipe in the corner of a room by his right leg. And near the end of the movie, he has no choice but to saw off his own foot. And this is the exact foot that we see here on this table. An absolutely incredible detail by the developers here. Furthermore, in the next room over and everywhere else surrounding the Warzone map, you'll find rooms where blood is floating upwards into the ceiling, which again is a direct reference to the Saw movies. Billy the Puppet can also be seen on pretty much any TV throughout all of Warzone. And lastly, this station is a great stop for you to see the ghost train Easter egg, where for a brief moment a ghost train flies across the tracks, giggling and laughing menacingly. Now, Billy the Puppet and Saw are only one half of this Halloween update, as of course we have Leatherface as well. And you can find this frightening creature's ghost in Krovnik Farmland. And while searching for him, I came across many ghosts in the surrounding houses and out in the fields, and you can find just a ton of ghostly activity here. But specifically where I am in this part of Krovnik Farmland, I heard a certain revving of a chainsaw, and that is none other than Leatherface himself. He appears as a ghost that circulates different parts of Farmland, and you can tell how close he is by how loud the chainsaw rev is. There's an iconic part from one of the movies where someone is trapped in a cellar underground, and ironically, the house that I found him in was the same one that has a underground cellar. Now, thankfully, there's no jump scares where he can actually physically hurt you or come towards you. It's not the first time Infinity Ward have done that in a game. I'm looking at you, Raven the Redwoods. But thankfully, the only jump scares you'll find in this update are tied to the trick-or-treat crates you can find around the map. Now, we're still not done with ghosts, but we're going to switch gears here for a second to talk about a very cool cosmetic Easter egg that Infinity mini tool I've added in, which I'm sure 99% of you have no idea exists. Have you seen anyone running around Warzone with a pumpkin head? You probably have, but you can't buy a pumpkin head in the item shop, so how are people doing it? Well, I'm about to show you 2 cosmetic heads you can unlock for basically just doing well in Warzone. If you get 3 kills without dying in a game of Warzone, you will have a Halloween pumpkin head on your person. Now, you can't see this in first person, but if you get into a vehicle or you're parachuting and you want to look around you, you can easily see this, and all your friends in your game can see this too. But there's something even cooler than that. If you can get 10 kills in a row without dying in any game mode in Warzone, not only will you have a pumpkin head, but you will have a flaming pumpkin head. This does essentially make you look like a walking target to show the lobby that you have indeed gone on a 10 kill streak and you're a high value target, but it's still incredibly awesome to see this happen on the fly, and it's a very sly, sneaky Easter egg that I bet none of you noticed. Now, here's probably the rarest Easter egg throughout this update, and it's a rare ghost train appearance. Now, it's completely different to the ghost train I showed you earlier, but one that appears outdoors on the tracks around Quarry. Courtesy of Wern305 on Reddit, he found this ghost train appearing in Quarry, and as you can see, it rides along the track. It's much bigger than the ghost train that is underground in the tunnels and chugs away there, steam blowing out and everything. Now, there's no way to get this to spawn in. It will just do it at random if you are near Quarry. So if you jump into a game and want to see this, stick around and you might notice this amazing detail. Now, let's talk about more ghosts, because there are tons around the map. There are so many, but there's a few highlight areas where you'll definitely enjoy their appearance. The first being a graveyard that is just near Boneyard. This isn't the only place where you'll find these specific ones, but you'll find some very interesting ghosts. There's ghosts of what looks like a cat just chilling on some of these stone plinths. You'll also see a very faint smoky ghost. Honestly, it's really creepy. And not only that, but the Ferris wheel area of the map also contains tons of weird ghosts, which you can see in the actual separate carts on the Ferris wheel. And to make sure that no pesky business is going on, they're also roaming around the grounds underneath the Ferris wheel. And of course, if you wanted to go to the ticket office, there's no one there because there's just a trail of blood floating in through the ceiling. The most mind-boggling thing about this Modern Warfare Halloween update is that the Infinity Ward team implemented over 1,400 visual effect assets throughout the event for Warzone. So what I've scratched on today is probably not even the surface, and that they've really gone and deep dived every part of the map to include some visual elements to make this even spookier. Now, there are rumors of a full-on main Easter egg for zombies mode in Warzone, which no one has discovered yet, but when I do find it, I'll follow it up with a video here on the channel, so make sure you're subscribed. You don't miss out, but keep it locked here on MrDalekJD for more great content. Come watch another video with me that's on your screen right now. It's on your screen there right now, so just click it, and I'll see you again in just a few moments.